everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Super excited today. I'm going to be doing my March bullet journal setup. Full disclosure, it's only like about halfway through February right now, a little bit further than that, and I am just pre-recording this a bit because I want my bullet journal to be all set up before the baby comes, so it is a little bit earlier in the month than I would usually be doing this, but I am actually I've been working ahead in my bullet journal a little bit in anticipation of the baby coming. Just, you know, full disclosure there. My theme for this month is going to be kind of like birthday, bright colors, rainbows, all kinds of fun stuff. March is the month of my kiddo birthdays, and it's just like a fun, you know, transition to spring. So that is going to be really fun. I have a bunch of really bright colored pens pulled out here, some Tombos, some Pentel brush pens, some Papermate flares and other pens, etc., just in a bunch of different colors. And then I have a bunch of washis pulled out. This is sort of what we're working with here, gold foil mostly, although I do have a couple of mixed metals things in here that I might try and work in. We'll see. You guys, if you stay tuned to this channel, you know I'm not a big fan of mixed metals, but you know, and all of these washis are from Simply Gilded, except this one, which is from Artbox Stickers. And then I also pulled out some Simply Gilded stickers that have come in all of the sub boxes, which I never use these, except for the seals, which I use all the time. But I decided to try and incorporate some of them. I have these rainbows with blue, and then the stuff from like that ice cream treats one that was like January or whatever. This rainbow celebrate one, just anything that kind of matched the motif. This is like a birthday one from last year, and this is a really old one that was like the lucky. It has the rainbows and stuff. So I thought I would try and pull some of that stuff in. I have my regular writing pens, my whiteout, and my eraser, and of course my bullet journal, which is, of course, my Zenart notebook. It is a B6 notebook, so it is big, or a B5 notebook, sorry. So it is bigger than the standard like A5 that most people use. It is actually like about 7 by 10, and this one is from Zenart. You can pick this up on Amazon. It's only about $17, and it is amazing, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna start with a quick flip through of where we're at in February. It won't be quite as full as it usually is when I do these videos because we are a little bit earlier in the month than usual, but just stay tuned to my Instagram if you want to see more from my bullet journal. I do share it, especially on my stories, quite a bit during the week. So here is my February quote and cover page. Just think that looks really beautiful. Loved how that was. And then here is where I'm at. I'm current with my line of day memories. I've started doing some memory keeping. I've done a ton of crafting this month. A lot of pre-filming and filming. Just, you know, trying to get stuff set up before the baby comes, but also just because it's fun. And I haven't been working that much this month, which has been really nice. I sort of slowed down approaching the baby, and I've had a lot of crafting time, which I am not complaining about. This is my monthly spread that's in here. I'm doing like the same kind of thing as last month as this month. It's been working super well with the things that I moved over into my ring bound planner, staying in there, and the stuff that's in here and here. So this is where we're at. This will get more filled out sort of as we go too, because I do look at this every day. Like that's why I have a bookmark here, because my two most used spreads are probably this and the weekly, although I guess actually all of them are pretty used. I do check them every day, and I keep this updated throughout the month. I absolutely have been loving the color coding here, and it's worked out well to have like the to-dos and the to-schedules along the side here. And then here was my first week in February. That was like a pretty simple one that I had set up, and I've started using some mild liners in here as well. I keep the bullet journal with me, like kind of bring it around the house. It goes into the kitchen a lot. And then I have this, which is from an old Simply Gilded box. That's like a pen case. Right now it's like empty because I pulled all the stuff out of it, but I keep like a pencil, an eraser, a whiteout, some basic pens, and my mild liners in there, and that's what kind of goes around with me to plan throughout the week. Here was last week, all finished up. So it was really cute. I didn't really use it that much on the weekend, but I had a really busy Monday, as you can see. And I, you know, I had been sticking to this same spread, and then I sort of started to transition. So this week, because I knew I had like almost nothing to do at work, I just made a general to-do list, a home, and a next week. And this is where we're at. And this week it's Wednesday today while I'm filming. So I am, you know, sort of through, and I kind of just fill this out throughout the week, etc. And I already have my spread for next week set up, and this one I actually did a completely different layout. Like I said, because the baby is really close to being here. I'm actually due March 1st, but I have never made it to a due date, so I'm hoping I'm hoping the third baby is not the first time I see my due date. So I'm assuming that the baby is either gonna come sort of sometime this week or sometime in the rest of this week. I'm ready. I feel ready. But anyway, so I set this up differently. So usually I do like the lists like this, but I decided to do it a little bit more schedulely so that it's all the way across. The biggest thing that I wanted to be able to track is like if I have had the baby or if I'm in the hospital, like who's available to watch the kids and that kind of stuff, because we do have 2 toddlers, or when their school is, what's it, just their kind of their schedules. And then I can just do a couple of to-dos every day. I'm not gonna have a ton of stuff to do while the baby is here. And then so I just made kind of like one to-do section here, one reminder section here, a little house section. Just if you don't know, we're in the process of buying a house right now. So we've had like a lot of house stuff going on. And then, because we're crazy, having a baby, buying a house, same time, all that good stuff. Anyway, and then just next week and notes. And then I just have these hearts down here, which I drew. But if the baby ends up coming this week, I could put some stats about the baby that is here. So yeah, I just thought that that would be really fun. And I am going to do this setup as my first week in March as well. I'm liking being ahead in this a little bit, just because it's making it it's making me feel like prepared and organized, and like this is not going to fall off the cliff when I have a baby. I'm obviously going to need a little bit of a break, but it shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, I am going to jump in and get started with March.
In on what is going to be a very extra cover page, just super colorful, a ton of stickers and washi. I am using my Tombow dual brush pens in a variety of colors to write in March, and just kind of like some basic block writing, doing a very colorful thing here. And on the lighter ones, I'm actually just doing 2 coats to just kind of make the colors pop a little bit more. And then I am going to use some stickers, which I haven't used stickers in a while in here, and I've never used like deco-y stickers in here, but I just think it's so much fun, and I was really glad to have an opportunity to use some of the Simply Gilded stickers. I kind of like wanted to use a bunch of them. I've tried selling them a couple of times, but I haven't had like a super ton of success selling them. And I always get them. I love the boxes, but the stickers are just not something I use very often. So it's really fun to like have a different way to bring that in. And then for my quote page this month, it's not really like a quote, but I just am writing birthday wishes and new beginnings. So we're having a baby either at the end of February or at the beginning of March, and it's also both my older kids' birthdays are in March, so I just thought this was really fun, and that's kind of the overarching theme of this whole setup as well. And then again, using some more of those Simply Gilded stickers, and then I actually grabbed a couple of the full boxes from this Sweet Celebrations kit and from, I think these are both from the Sweet Celebrations, which I think this was the box in December, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. I get like the months kind of confused. And then I'm just running washi in between there. Like I said, this gets really extra. Those roses are from Artbox Stickers, but all of the other washis are from Simply Gilded. And then those are actually the new header bows. I didn't realize that until I saw the perforation, but I don't mind using them like as regular washi too. I just think they look really, really cute like that. And then just, I am so obsessed with this like cake sprinkles washi that came in the celebration box. I just think it's so adorable, and I use it a lot in this setup. And that is also the same, that like pink to green ombre also came in that kit. And then this is like older rainbow washi that I love the rainbow washi so much. And then I just grab a bunch of the deco from a couple different kits and use that to run it like all the way across the top, a little bit on the bottom, a little bit on the other page, just going super, super extra. And I just love how this looks. I mean, the cover page serves no functional purpose whatsoever, but I just always have so much fun setting them up, and it's just like a really pretty creative space. And this is definitely a spread that makes you smile when you see it, so I think that that is definitely a winning success. And this is our big birthday and celebration month. We're not really having like any birthday parties this year, just with the new baby coming and the move and everything. But we were thinking actually we might do like a little bit of a family party at the end of the month, closer to my son's birthday. My daughter's birthday is right in the beginning of the month, and by then the new baby will be a little bit older. And also we should have already made settlement on our new house by then. We won't be moved in. We're going to do some construction, but we were even thinking we could do it at the new house, just so like folks could see our new house. And it has like the kitchen's already done. We're not doing work on the kitchen, so we thought that might be fun. So maybe we'll do that. And then I am setting up my Line a Day memory page. I have really been loving this, although I have like not been doing monthly spreads in my Erin Cadron or in my memory planner, which is usually what I like. That's what I used to use that for. So eventually I might do them. I don't know. I don't love doing the monthly spreads in there, but I do love the way they look when they're done. So we will just have to see. But I do have, going back through November, Line a Day memories from my bullet journal, which is nice. And then just the social media tracker, the same thing I have done the past couple months, space to mark, like when I post on Instagram with a goal for the month, and then a list out to put all my video ideas. It's probably going to be shorter this month. I mean, I didn't make the space really shorter, but there's probably going to be a lot less filming this month. Eventually I'll get back to my plan with Muse, but that's why I pre-filmed so much in February so that I wouldn't have to do it right after the baby comes. And then, so then I am moving on to my monthly calendar, drawing this in again. I've loved having these. Honestly, I've really struggled with monthly planning in the past. The weekly always works really well for me, but this is the first time I feel like I have a really functional monthly spread, and I've just been absolutely loving it this month. The way, with the Sunday start of this month, and I like my calendar to be a Monday start, it was kind of awkward to fit everything in, but that's okay. I made it work. And then I put a space for the key on the left page, and I was going to do a next month on the right-hand side of the page, but you'll see when I grab the mild liners, I actually go ahead and put the key in that bottom part on the right-hand page. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that bottom part that was supposed to be the key. I just left it blank for now, but I can use that for notes or whatever I want. And then I also am numbering the pages, and I accidentally did 2 number 8s, and then, which is a pain because that's almost the whole month I had to white out and redo. And writing on top of the whiteout tape runner is always super, super difficult and weird. I don't know. It's not a smooth writing experience. Basically, the way that I use this is at the beginning of the month, I'll put in everything I know in advance. So any big work projects I have, or any work due dates or whatever, any appointments, any, plans, holidays, etc. And I just put that in at the beginning of the month. And then I look at it every day, and especially before I set up my weekly spread, but I do add things to this throughout the month. So I don't always know exactly when I'm going to get paid, but I'll go back in and add in when my paydays are. And I do that as soon as I know them. So I'm not only adding in just stuff for the day, but stuff that's coming up and as I make new appointments. So this gets updated all the time. And like I showed before, I do keep all the mild liners that I use for the month with me in my pen bag. And my categories are kids, work, appointments, house stuff, because we are buying a house and starting a construction project, planner, other, and money. And the planner is mostly crafting stuff and videos for YouTube as well. So it's been working really well for me, and I do really like it. And I love the way it looks at the end of the month with all of the the highlighted stuff as well. So then I just stuck in a little bit of washi and stickers, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use that bottom space for, but I will figure it out. And that is that for the monthly spread. So I'm just finishing up with my week spread. So this is it would usually be next week, but it's actually the week after that, just because I'm a little bit ahead and planning this a little bit in advance because of the baby. But this is my oldest daughter's birthday week. So I'm just going a little bit extra and very pink and girly for this one. She is definitely a girly girl for sure. This is her 4th birthday, and she is super into princesses. And so I'm just putting this all in with some balloons and a little bit of doodling, a bunch of washi, and I just thought it looked really cute and a little bit fancy and extra, and I didn't really need all of this space because, again, I will have had the baby by then. At least I better. I think I said it in this video. It may have been a different video, but my due date is March 1st, but I've actually never made it to a due date before, so I'm hoping that my 3rd kid is not the first time I see a due date. But anyway, either way, this is not going to be a busy week. Obviously, I don't really have very busy weeks even right now anymore, just kind of slowing down, and it takes me forever to do anything because I feel like I can barely move, but totally normal. And then I am just drawing in this little cupcake that's going to be above the Tuesday, which is my daughter's actual birthday, and then I was just marking her birthday, which is actually, she shares her birthday with my mom, which is cool and really special. But I was going to write that in with the mild liner in the background, and then I erased over it, and it like messed up the page a little, but it looks totally fine now. And I just am doing the same spread like I showed my last week in February. This is my like little bit less busy spread, if you will, where I don't have that many things to do and I'm not really working right now. So I just have been doing this more like, or I'm trying out this more schedule type spread with like a more combined to-do list. So I'll see how I like this. You can stay tuned to my Instagram and I will talk about it on my stories, I'm sure, as I get into those spreads.
So I'm just going to do a quick flip through. I do feel like that took forever. I did so much stickering and washi, but I really love it. And then the great thing about this is it's all done, it's all set up, and I don't have to do like anything crazy during the week. I just pretty much use pen and a little bit of mild liner during the week, which is super functional. But when I feel like spending more time and making it all look absolutely bananas and happy birthday-y and really festive, then I can. And I absolutely love how this looks. I just think it's so much fun, and I'm glad I got to use some of these stickers, and I'm just really feeling all of these like rainbow and baby vibes. Here is my line a day and my social media tracker, and then here is my monthly spread, which I will post a picture of this at the end of the month too, so you can see it all filled out. I really like the way these looks when they have like all of the mild liner filled in. And then here is my spread for, well, not next week, but the week after that, and it is my daughter's birthday, so I went extra festive with it for this week, but that is everything. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in all of my planners, and I will update you all when this baby gets here. Bye!